Welcome back to another Grizzly Books True Crime podcast episode. Trigger warning, this is a true crime podcast, which means we talk about graphic things sometimes. We talk about all things true crime, so it's not suitable for children. Can you guess what we're talking about today based on what I have on screen there? Recognize that? We are talking about the body cam footage from the day that Chris Watts arrived back at his house that morning, and we know what he did. I just want to say right off the bat, if you are a fan or groupie of Chris Watts, no, this is not the video or channel for you. No, over here we despise him. We despise serial killers, murderers, people who harm others, including animals. No. So I just thought I would offer you the commentary that I normally do on my live streams as a video for you to watch anytime. Of course, you can watch the live streams anytime too, but thought this would be fun. And yes, I am wearing a strappy summer top and a beanie just because I can. So there you go. Also, just to mention the images that you see above my head there, I still gotta learn how to point because it's opposite. Those are all the books that I've written. I am a true crime author, self-published, and I've got 4 books in the series available now. I'm busy writing my 5th book now, which is about the Yorkshire Ripper. I don't know when that's coming out. These things take time. The research takes so long, as you can imagine, but those 4 are available now in ebook, paperback, and audiobook format. One last thing before we get started: if you want to become an OG, an original Grizzly, you know what to do. You click subscribe down below, hit the notification bell so that you know when I'm uploading and when I'm going live. I go live every single Tuesday and Thursday, True Crime Tuesday, True Crime Thursday. And that would be 9 p.m. my time, but if you set the reminder, you will always know when I'm going live. So, let's get started.
How you guys doing? What's that? Do you remember me? Yeah. Hey man, how you been?
Hi.
You Nicole?
Yes.
So that's Nicole Atkinson, Shanann Watts's one of her best friends, that she had just come back on a business. They went on a business trip. They just came back together. Man, if it wasn't for this friend, I wonder what would have happened if it wasn't for this friend. I mean, this was the most... Nicole Atkinson is the most amazing friend one could ever wish for. Like, she knew when something was up, and she was there, and she was like, You know, she was really like, something is majorly wrong here. And it really ruined Chris Watts' plans, didn't it?
Okay. What's going on?
So, my friend, we were out of town for a business trip this weekend.
Right.
And I dropped her off at 2 o'clock this morning. She's 15 weeks.
Nicole Atkinson drove her home, dropped her off, watched her walk up to her door. We saw that footage on some of the other videos of this case, where that's the last footage of Shanann alive, which is so, so sad.
Weeks pregnant. She wasn't feeling well, and she had a doctor's appointment this morning at 9, and I told her to let me know if she needed me to take her. She's got 2 little girls, and
How sad is it that the doctor's appointment was relating to her pregnancy? I don't know. Chris Watts is just an absolute savage, an absolute... Ooh, I could say a lot of words, but I'd probably get banned if I do. I'm just gonna keep it at that.
she was very distraught over the weekend, wasn't eating normally or drinking, and we kept trying to force it on her because she's pregnant. Her husband and her supposedly are separating, but she...
So, yeah, they were having some relationship problems, Shanann and Chris. But even if you have relationship problems of the highest degree, never, ever is murder an option. Honestly, that should be obvious, but to, I think we could say Chris Twats. I think I've seen people say that. No, for him that wasn't obvious. And this guy didn't have any girlfriends before he met Shanann. And so you go and murder your wife, your pregnant wife? Because, ooh, you got another girl to be interested in you. Seriously? And you'd pretty much do anything she says and just try to impress her and just get rid of your family. This case, it had me gripped. It still got me gripped for years and years. I'm sure all of you as well. Ooh, this case. I think the thing that frightens me most about this case is that it really reminds us that you just don't know what's going on inside someone's head. Even when you live with them, you just don't know. That's scary. Anyway, let's continue.
She didn't know this. She thought they were just having issues. He disclosed that to me today.
Okay.
Because I called him and I was like, have you talked or heard from Shanann since you left for work this morning? Because I can't get a hold of her. I've called, I've texted. Her car's in the garage. Her shoes she wears every single day right in the front door.
She only has one vehicle.
So you see there, Nicole Atkinson said that Chris Watts is the one that said, yeah, no, we were separating. Whereas Shanann didn't say that to her best friend. She was just like, yeah, we're having some problems. There's also a whole, I guess it's not really even a theory. There is the story of Chris Watts kind of giving Shanann a whole bunch of drugs before the time, which could have made her so nauseous on that business trip and not want to eat and stuff, because he wanted her to lose that child. Why? We can speculate over here, right? Because his girlfriend wanted to give him his first son. That is just so inappropriate, honestly. He was married. You know, it's one thing to have an affair, right? To be a mistress. I can wrap my mind around that. But to then be like, I'm going to have your first son, is just like wildly inappropriate. To be looking up wedding dresses. It's like literally the definition of a home wrecker, you know? Damn. Anyway, let's carry on.
No, they only have the one vehicle in his work truck.
Okay, that's what I'm asking. There's
She
not
took
a.
the girls and went on a play date, but they're 4 and 2. She went on a play date. Why wouldn't she take in a car? They're both in car seats.
Shanann made her house really beautiful. You can see it's very clean, very beautiful. Look at that nice sitting chair and the plant just sitting there. I don't know. These random objects just always get my attention. It's just like... And this house is just standing there now, unable to be sold. Like, it just becomes like this museum of horrors, you know what I mean? It's really terrible. Because it was such a beautiful home. With such a potentially beautiful family. All that needed to go was Chris Watts. Like, yeah, get out. And go be with your mistress, honestly. Just get out. Yeah, anyway, let's carry on.
Had a doctor's appointment this morning at 9 and she didn't go to the doctor's appointment.
Okay. No answer on the phone. Husband's on his way.
Supposedly, but he said that 30 minutes ago when I called him again and he said he was 45 minutes out still. And I know the code to the door.
You do?
I do, but there's a bang on it. There's a... No, it'll be Chris.
I'm actually just, if you see me scrolling, I'm trying to get to the point now, because we can see they're like panicking and walking around the house and like, oh my word, what is going on? I'm trying to just go forward to where Chris Watts arrives, which I think is right here. Oh my word. That neighbor also knew that something was up. He knew that something was up. Like, he said, this guy's not acting right. But anyway, the way Chris Watts just pulls up, like, jog, 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 casually, is just like, what?
What's Shannon's number?
It's 910.
Crazy how Chris Watts just threw that phone into the couch, huh? They're trying to call her phone is off. Her phone was never off. I think a lot of us relate to Shanann, right? Because, like, we live this online life. Like, I would never be without my phone. So if I'm ever, like, if my phone is just lying somewhere, it's like, oh, panic. Because I would just never be without my phone. So same here, right? Here we go. Look at him just casually jogging up to the house.
Scott, how you doing? How's it going?
Do you see the look that he just gave to Nicole and her kid? And that is her son, right? Yeah. He's like, hey, how's it going? And then he looks at her like, you know, like, you've ruined my day. Honestly, you're ruining my plans. He wouldn't even greet her. Can you believe that? Shanann's best friend, he wouldn't even greet her. He looked at her with absolute disgust, like, wow.
This is the only vehicle she would have? Only one that, yeah. She would drive? Okay.
famous moment here, when he isn't running inside the house to go and check where his wife and children are. No, he's quickly opening up her car. Like, let's just open up her car and just like see if I've made a mistake or something. There's a lot of theories about what he was looking for in that car or what he was doing, but I honestly think he was just checking stuff out, or some say that he was grabbing her wedding ring out of there, it was chucked in there, or that there's a theory and speculation that his mistress was in the house that morning and had left, which is why the garage door was open, and that maybe he's just checking that like she didn't leave anything behind or the keys in the car or something like that. Like, what in the hell is he doing? That is abnormal, dude. He's not like, oh my word, where's my wife and kids? He's like, yeah, it's just this one. You can see he's like trying to stay cool, act cool, it's okay. Look in the car, and then like runs in with no one else being allowed in either, of course. Who knows what he actually truly did in that time that he had in the house without everyone else, like running around like crazy, right?
That's me. Yeah. The neighbors went and checked his cameras and said that a white car drove away at 1. It was me though. That was me. I dropped her off.
At least that was confirmed. Yes, that was Nicole Atkinson, because they're like, oh, they found on the camera that someone drove off at a certain time. Nicole's like, that's me. Like, hello, that was me. I dropped off at that time. So no one else, was... No, there's no other foul play here except for that foul thing that we just saw jogging up here.
That was the last action on my camera. Okay. That's throughout the whole day, or?
Besides Chris leaving?
Well, yeah.
And I mean, now they're all standing outside the house, like, like, kind of just like looking in the car and not sure what to do, because he's run into the house. You can see he's closed the door and, into the house, and he's like running through the house while all this is happening, doing who knows what. And then he comes to open the front door. Like, that's just so weird, man, honestly.
What about the, is there any way you can look for the day? During the daytime?
I just love how the neighbor, Nate, right? He had that camera, which there are some theories that Chris Swartz knew about. He knew how to park his truck and play up to that camera and everything, and when to do all this. But I still think it's so cool, because I would be that kind of neighbor. I am that kind of neighbor. I'm always watching. I live on the 4th floor of an apartment building in Utrecht in the Netherlands. But I'm always watching. Always watching the neighborhood. I'll be one of those grannies one day that's like taking notes, It's like full-time job, just like neighborhood detective. Probably annoying everyone, but you never know when it can actually serve you to do that, right? I mean, look at this. In this instance, why did he need so much security? Just liked it, I guess. It wasn't an unsafe area. I mean, so it was pretty awesome that he had that technology. Oh, Chris, what's saying? They went on a play date. Where? With who? They were going to a doctor's appointment, dumbass. And Nicole was like, they're 2 and 4. Like, what kind of play dates are they going on? Where are they going? It doesn't mean the 2 and 4-year-olds don't go on play dates. It's just like, really? Like, so early in the morning? They're going on play dates? No. And where? And he's like, oh, I don't know. We'll see that just now. I'll go forward just now.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Chris is in the house. We're standing outside his house.
It's like, where's Chris? Oh, and he's in the house. Like, he's in the house, like, doing who the knows what. And we're just standing out here, like, what the hell's going on here? I mean, it was his house, so I get it. Let's say he wasn't guilty. Obviously, the man can run through the house and see what's up. But, like, this was dodgy behavior.
Can we go in the
that's up to him. It's his house. If you guys.
I mean, here Nicole's asking the very imminent question, can we go in the house? Like, what's up with the students? Like, well, it's up to him. It's his house. Now imagine if he said, no, go away. You can't come in the house. I mean, thankfully he was such a coward that he couldn't do that. He just had to play it cool, right? He was a professional liar, apparently. That was evident from here. Okay, I take that back. He was not professional at all. He's the worst liar in the world. His lies are obvious. But you see, over here, he could have at this point been like, nope, get away from me. Can't come in the house. Who knows what he would have done then? That would be even more of a red flag. But really, just playing along with it, it just made him look so stupid. Not that he's supposed to look smart. Not that we want him to look smart. It's just like... eye roll. That's all I can say.
Mind if I come in, Chris?
So you can see that Nicole was talking to Shanann's mom on the phone. And Shanann's mom said, I give you permission to go inside my daughter's house. Like, what is he doing? Which is interesting that at that point, she's not like, can I talk to Chris? Or like, what's going on there? They were talking like woman to woman, you know, like, what is he up to? Like, where is she and what is going on? You know, woman know what's up. Remember that all, is it the sixth sense, right? You just like instinct. I think we all have instinct. We all have the ability to develop instinct, those like intuitions, psychic type of powers, shall I call it? But generally, I don't know why, but women know what's up. When a woman feels like this is so dangerous, there's something wrong, she's generally right about that. So did you see how Nicole looked at him like she walked in and just like, what are you doing? Looked at him and walked in the house. And the cop is still standing behind them saying like, do you mind if I come in? You know, because they're just already going in, obviously, because Shanann's mom was like, you can go in my daughter's house. Of course, at that point, Chris could have still said, get out of my house, but luckily he didn't.
You checked upstairs? She's not there? I just want to make sure she's not passed out somewhere. Is she diabetic?
Look at him running around. The nerve of this guy, just like pacing up and down, stressing. He's stressing because of what he did, but he looks really like stressed now. Like, ooh, where are they? Where could she be? I mean, did she pass out? I don't know. The hell? So, but what a beautiful house though, right? Shanann really gave it a lot of special touches. She made it such a beautiful home for her family. Again, I get goosebumps. What an absolute tragedy this was. What an absolute injustice. I've said this before in other videos and live streams. If ghosts were made from, well, if ghosts were created, if spirits were not to leave our realm completely, it would be situations like this. Because if I were Shanann, I would be so infuriated. I'd be like, I ain't leaving this realm. I'm going to haunt your ass until you get the truth out of what this guy did to me and my little girls and unborn child.
You mind if I look around? Go ahead. Okay, thanks.
Oh, the little dog. I feel so sorry for him. I think his name was Dieter, right? He went to live with some friends afterwards. So in case you didn't know what happened to the dog, he got adopted by some of, I don't want to say their friends. At this point, I'm just going to say Shanann's friends. So at least he survived the situation. Imagine. Okay, no. I just mean imagine. I know people make memes out of this, like there's murder and then like, oh, but they killed the animal, and then people are like, no, but like honestly, the whole thing is a tragedy. Terrible, terrible. But can you imagine if he also killed the dog? That would be, wow. So Dieter, I think his name was Dieter, lived. He's probably still alive now, and hopefully living a happy life with new people, new man of the house, not this piece of, you know. If dogs could talk, huh? He'd be like, him, get him, get him, get him, it's him. Like, shame. Imagine what the dog went through. I'm just saying, I know I've got absolute empathy for what the victims went through. I'm not trying to say this out of context, but can you imagine that those little beady eyes saw everything? Oh man.
Fine. Oh, you're fine.
Did you guys see the footage of when those, what do you call them now? Those dogs that can, oh man, it's like cadaver dogs, something like that. They can sniff where a death may have occurred. Did you see when they did that search in that cupboard that the guy just showed? The weird noise that came from it that sounded just like Nicole Atkinson, the mistress's voice note. That funny little giggle. Apparently it was like one of the toys in there that got triggered. But some people are like, it's that evil spirit of Nicole Atkinson. I don't know. It just sounded really weird. It's not there now, but it's there later. So yeah, I'm just going to go forward a little bit. Look at him. Look at him already now. Literally he's being like, oh shoot.
Well, what's originally under the pillow on the couch? You know her passcode?
I don't know her passcode.
It used to be 2385, but now it's 6 digits.
Pretending not to know her phone password. Oh man, it used to be this and now it's not that. Nice way to make small talk. Did you see how he's like, lips like, I think he's literally thinking like, oh crap, like this is so bad. I can't believe this is happening, and like, how am I going to get myself out of this? So just make as if everything is bizarre. Everything is bizarre, right? Everything that he finds is like, wow, I don't know what's going on here.
What's the baby's due date?
1/31/19.
Look at Nicole in the background, like with her arm up and just like, because she knows like, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Like she can feel the vibe of this dude. And there's something way off. That physiology there, like panic, just like hand on her head and just like pacing and stressing. I can just imagine the butterflies in her stomach and how much stress this day must have caused her. And beyond, of course. Oh, guess who else is stressing now?
What does she do for work?
She works at a direct sales company called Drive.
Yes, Chris, the very company that got you in shape. That got your ass in shape. And then you got this massive ego and bumped into some other lady and you were like, damn, I could actually have this. And I really believe his ego got the absolute best of him. Like, you know, I haven't even noticed this little spider crawling here until now. I know it's like a cave type of background I got going on, but the spider's freaking me out. Oh my word. Anyway, it's on the screen. If you wonder what I'm talking about, it's the background I've got going. Chris Watts, honestly, he's just like, yeah, I'm going to work out every day, take my Thrive, you know, put my patches on and just drink my shakes and be like really fit dad. So he went literally from like overweight to like super fit. Got obsessed with that. And then found a girl that he felt like, this is the hottest girl that I would ever be with. And just like, let's give up everything for her. He had some major ego and self-image problems, huh? That's going from like nothing to just like, I am a villain, a superhero, like, literally standing there trying to just figure out how to unlock her phone. When a woman touches, or anyone, but a woman especially touches her throat like this, or like scratches here, it's usually, I do like body language stuff, so I'm going to reference it sometime. I know some people don't like it. I love that stuff. I think it has got a lot of value and meaning. So that's part of the camp I'm in. But if she's like, look at that, she's like, it's just that uneasy feeling of just like, oh no, I'm in danger. Usually if a woman feels uncomfortable, anxious, or in danger, she will do this or something. So if you see a woman in a public setting or a social setting or whatever, and she's doing this, just know she's probably feeling really uncomfortable, or covering this especially, like this. She's feeling really uncomfortable, and maybe just keep an eye out. You know, you never know if you could save someone's life or intervene or be like, are you okay? That's all it takes. Are you okay? You know?
How often does her blood sugar drop low?
Actually, her friend in Arizona said that that's the first time.
Look at the speed of those fans. Watch those fans go. Apparently the whole house smelled like bleach and cleaning solution, and those fans in that house were motoring.
She normally has migraines, like a while ago, but she had them a lot this weekend. Cassie's a nurse, so she figured it was because her blood pressure sugar was dropping. Because she was.
I feel really sorry for her there. You can see she's like so stressed out of her mind, like beyond anxious. Look at Chris, what's his face there? He's looking at her like, what are you trying to say? Like, stop giving them clues. You know what I mean?
Wasn't eating her normal, but she moans. Like she takes a couple bites and says she was full.
Okay.
And
She doesn't ever black out or have seizures or anything like
no,
that.
I mean, long time ago. She got in a car wreck, and they believe that's what happened. But Imitrex is something she takes for migraine. She took more Imitrex this last month than she ever has before, but that's just.
She took more than she ever had before of whatever medication he's referring to there. Really? Or did you drug her so that she could lose the baby? He's trying to cover his ass already from the start, but especially here, he's like, no, she took so much more medication than before. I don't know what she's been taking.
Because she was in North Carolina with the humidity and everything like that. She was there for 6 weeks, and we got back Monday or Tuesday, and then she flew out to Arizona Friday morning, and then she.
You're going to see a lot of eye rolls from me. Have you ever lied as a kid? If you say no, then what are we dealing with? Because we've all lied as kids. And that physiology there is lying like a kid, like, you know, being like, yeah, so she was like, was like 2 days ago. Yeah, she went here and here, and like, it's these very big gestures as well with the arm, and like, yeah, I'm just like recalling facts, random facts of like a timeline. But he looks like he's lying. Literally, you can just see it. I mean, just everything about him. Look at him.
She got back last night, about 2 a.m. Flight got delayed. She left about 11. She got here at 2.
Okay. About 11. She got here at 2. Like, it's not a wrap that we're making over here. Oh, this guy. He irritates me so much. Are you part of the despising this dude club or what? If you are, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. If you like these kind of videos, I could analyze this whole damn case. I could analyze this entire damn case. And so yeah, hit the thumbs up if you want that. Comment below what you want me to do, what you want me to analyze. I really want to analyze Nicole Atkinson's interview footage. That woman wearing the long sleeved shirts, whereas she used to dress like I'm dressed today all the time, until that morning. She's like, oh, time for a long sleeve shirt to hide maybe some scratches on her arms, or what? What was she hiding? Why were her arms hidden? Oh, we know when you went to work, Chris. It's on Nate's footage.
What do you do?
I work at oil and gas in Anadarko.
What do you do for them?
Operator.
Long days then?
Yeah, I definitely still be out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always a long day, especially in that heat.
You can see he's very worried about her, Nicole Atkinson, behind him there. He's like, yeah, long days. Thanks for that empathy there, officer. But then he's like looks behind him like, oh shit, what did she find? And look at her. She's now like determined. That hand on the hip, phone in her hand, like, no, we have to solve this now. There's a big problem. Like, we have to find Shanann.
There's no like off text messages unless
Can you look at your camera to see from your security system to see when she left?
unless they left out the front door.
Because you told me that she went on a play date with the girls. And
I just get goosebumps the whole time when Nicole talks, because I'm like, she's so smart. She's like, could you maybe look on your security camera, like when she left, because you told me she went on a play date. And he's like, yeah, well, not if she didn't walk out the front door. No, maybe she didn't. Lots of theories about how they or he got the bodies out of the house. Lots of theories there, but like, look at him. He's now getting visibly, his neck is going all red there. He's agitated, his ears are going red. And she's just like, I'm just going to take this guy on now because I've had enough of him. Like, honestly. You said they went on a play date. Where are they?
That's what she told me.
Addie said you told her that
She went with some friends she went to go to a friend's house with the kids. That's why I knew they weren't at school.
Addie said you told her that she went.
She went to a friend's house with a kid. That's what she told me. Okay, that's what she told me. Look at him defending himself. Like, actually fighting with this lady. But he knows it's just a plain lie. And when he's like, that's why they don't go to school. Again, covering his ass because after doing what he did to his children and Shanann's bodies. Remember those oil tankers? He literally, I can't remember now if he phoned, I think he phoned the school. He phoned or texted them. He phoned the school and was like, they're not coming to school today. Yeah, you can just like unenroll them for now. Like, but here he's like, that's why they didn't go to school. Yeah, play date.
Oh no, she didn't leave in the middle of the night, no.
Yeah.
And what do you think he's doing there? Texting his mistress. Apparently. I don't know if that's for his phone. Maybe that's Shanann's phone. But during a lot of this footage, he was texting his mistress.
Kids to go to school at?
Primrose and Mr. Ridge. Okay. Hey. Yeah. No. Yeah, she said she was at a friend's house. That's what she told me she was going to do.
A lot of pacing around going on. He's now trying to mirror, I would guess, subconsciously mirror Nicole to appear just like her, just as stressed, feeding off her stressed energy. He's stressed that he's going to get caught, but he's just like, okay, let me also just pace around and be on the phone. Make it look more normal, right?
Nicholas,
I have no clue at whatsoever why she wouldn't take her cell phone. No, it doesn't make any sense at all.
I think this is that scene. That scene when he comes out of the bedroom. Let's see if it is. Not yet. Later, he comes out of the bedroom with her wedding ring on his index finger. Like, look what I found. Look at this. The nerve of this guy. So, this is a very long body cam footage. We've done 30 minutes of it now. If you want more videos like this, you know what to do. Let me know and I'll do them. I just really enjoyed doing these. So, let me know if you like them and I'll just carry on from here. Okay? I will see you very, very soon for a live stream again every Tuesday, every Thursday. So we'll be analyzing some other interviews and things like that. And I really, really look forward to seeing you.